Hey guys, well, today is day 3 of my Trinity transformation. That is where I am standing up and refusing to be a victim of this system and creating new systems in my life to be able to move past this whole coronavirus thing. So, I just decided to document my 30 days of doing this and go from there. So today is day 3. And today was really hard. And I think this is where commitment comes in. So today, day 3 is really about making a commitment to myself that, and also going with the flow. So I kind of want to talk about that a little bit because that's how my day went today. It's like, when you are going to make a drastic change in your life, like completely transforming how your kids go to school, creating a business in 30 days from nothing, and transforming your health, losing weight, and, just feeling better. It takes serious commitment to yourself. Now, I have 3 kids and a family, and sometimes you can't do exactly what you want to do when you want to do it. So sometimes I can hide out like I did yesterday on the video, but sometimes you can't. And so that was kind of my day today. It was I was not able to hide out as much, and having to let go of some control stuff. So that was really my day today. But here's the thing is, when you make a commitment to yourself, it basically, you're saying that no matter what happens throughout the day, you will get done your action steps that need to get done. So I'm not even getting to this till later in the evening, but I'm still doing it. And that is what's so important. It does not matter. And so throughout the day, if you can't seem to get to something, don't try to fight it, is kind of what I want to say. Like, just go with the flow, okay? And going with the flow means just releasing any resistance to what you want to do. Because if I would have been resistant to everything else that was going on today, I would have been frustrated, angry, yelling at my kids, all this. But instead, I just decided to let go of control. Really, seriously, let go of control. Because you guys, it's like, once you can get to a point where you understand that you cannot control what happens outside of you. And I really mean anything outside of yourself. You cannot control it. And so just going with the flow of things makes that sort of day go a lot easier, and then you can still get to what you need to get to do the change that you want. But it's really hard. And yesterday I read the statement, the SOS statement, because whenever you are embarking to change something in your life, it takes commitment, letting go of things you cannot control, which is everything outside of yourself, and still being dedicated to move forward. And, I want to say everything outside of yourself, including everything that's going on in the world. I know how hard it is to get off media and not watch what's happening. But even myself, I literally do not watch TV at all. But I can't help but see it because, you go on YouTube or you go on Facebook and you'll see something, and there's nothing wrong with knowing what's going on in the world. But just know that, see, this is where it gets people, and myself included, and this is where it gets me for sure. But it's like, something is happening and there is a stance being taken, whether that is, the president making an announcement that this is how the country is going to operate starting tomorrow, or this is how it's going to operate, yesterday, or whatever it is. And there's always some sort of resistance to it. It's resistance to change, you guys. Like, that's in our human nature. We don't want change. And so, there are people who can kind of go with the flow with change. And there are some people who literally are like, this isn't right. I don't like this. What's happening? Why? No. And either way is not, right or wrong. They're both just fine. But, when you are resistant to it, it's you suffer more. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it just hurts you more. And, it's like, okay, so I'll give you an example of how I had to let go of control today. And I couldn't do some of the things that I want to do. So I'm going to, we weren't actually going to Target, but we ended up at Target. And I don't wear a mask, honestly, because I haven't even needed to. I homeschool my kids since September. The only time I ever was going out, even before this, was just to do grocery shopping. So I'm just doing the same things I always did. And I go to the store and there's a sign outside that says, you cannot go in without a mask. Okay, it literally says it's required. And I'm like, I could have gotten really frustrated and angry, but I did for a second, don't get me wrong, because I'm like, I don't even have a mask. So I didn't get frustrated though. I just kind of went, you know what? I'll just come back another day. Let's just go, because you don't want to be resistant to the change, because if you are, then it's suffering. So if I were to walk in there without a mask, where it clearly says you need a mask, what's going to happen? They're going to tell me, you can't shop here. Why are you in here without a mask? And then what am I going to do? I'm going to be offended. And then trouble starts. So it's like, no, I just sat in there in the car and I was like, you know what? Let's just go. I'm not going to worry about it, and I'll figure it out later. Like, do you see what I'm saying? I respect the change. I respect the things that are going on in this world, and that is okay. But I'm not going to take position one side or the other or get so angry. It's just like accepting what is. So, and when you can come to this realization that every single thing that happens to you in your day is not happening to you, it is happening for your good. It's happening for your good. I know it's hard, trust me, because I've been through some stuff the last 4 years, things where I could literally say, how in the world could you say that was for my good? But 4 years later, when I look back, I see how everything that I went through 4 years ago literally just built the foundation for me to be fearless. That is incredible in this day and age, especially with what's happening right now. And I'm so incredibly grateful. I can't even tell you how grateful I am. Like, what happened to me literally created the foundation to where I would not just hear someone's opinion or something, but actually know the truth. And so that I don't have any worries. I don't have to be fearless. So it is a blessing, and everything that does happen to you happens for your good. For me today, it was letting go of control. I couldn't control that situation. And I could have gotten angry. I could have went against the system and walked in and said, nope, I'm going to walk in anyway. I'm going to go get my groceries. No, that would have ended up in a harder lesson. So when you can see how these things work for exactly that purpose, then it's sometimes easier to understand that every single thing that we come up to is for our growth and to learn a lesson. If you don't learn that lesson, it will come back around and present as another situation. That's just how it works. But if you can see it as an opportunity for growth or a lesson to be learned, then it's like you can level up. You can keep leveling up. So today for me, and that is building a business, you guys. It is so hard to understand when you have never operated as an entrepreneur and only operated as an employee or working for someone else, however, it is so hard to grasp this. And it's like you almost have to be tried and tested through these challenges. It's because it's change, So that was my day today. It was interesting letting go of control and really being committed to this, because honestly, I did not feel like even doing this video right now. Nope. Didn't want to do it. But I realize how important this is, not just, absolutely for myself, because I am building a business, but also for everyone else who is kind of going to be transitioning from the world of getting a paycheck to entrepreneurship. And it may not even be your choice, which is even harder to accept it, because it's like, what do you mean that all of a sudden I have to figure out, I have to be my own boss? I was good just working, as an employee. So, because of everything that's going on in the world, so many people are going to have to create their own way. So that's why I'm doing this. And also for myself to have my Trinity transformation, because I'm also just, it's time for me to step up and be the leader that I know I am. And which is so important about saying affirmations to yourself, believing in yourself, because there are so many moments on this journey to being a successful online entrepreneur where it will look like it is impossible. Everything, so much will come against you. And, I hope that my journey, and that's why I want to be really vulnerable about what happens to me in the days, because that's exactly the point, is so the truth of it, and then you can be aware of these things when you are having to start your own thing. So just kind of a recap, the most important things is to create a business based on what you love to do, your passion, what lights you up, what drives you. The second thing, day 2, that we talked about was going all in. I'm really going all in, which means letting go and knowing that you have nothing to lose. Okay? You truly have nothing to lose. So many people are afraid to step off that ledge because of, well, what if I fail? What if this doesn't work out? What if I lose money? What if I whatever? And see, that's the thing, is you can't lose anything. The only thing that there is growth learning lessons and growing. So if something doesn't work out the way you think it's going to work out, that does not mean that it's a failure. It means it's an opportunity to learn something and then find another way. Switch it up, but to take action on it, you know. One of my biggest challenges is getting down on myself. Really. I mean, seriously, like when something doesn't go the way I think it's going to go, like doubting myself, second guessing myself, wondering if it's what I should be doing. Seriously, I mean, it gets really intense. You know, even today, there were moments that it was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, you know, so publicly, you know, what if because I just didn't feel like doing a video, what if I don't make the videos that I say I'm going to make, you know, what if and that is second guessing, you know, maybe I should go a different route. What if it's not my path? I mean, there's just all these things that come into your mind when things aren't going 100%, when you don't feel your best. And that was how I felt today. It was just really tired, not wanting to do anything. I knew that there was like, I could feel that I had to let go of some control things. Like I knew things were gonna happen that were beyond my control, that I was like, not gonna be happy about, but I just went with the flow. But then, you know, it is hard because I did start to think, oh my gosh, you know, I don't really want to make a video. Maybe I'll just skip today. But see, that's where the commitment comes in, and to let go of doubting yourself. What you don't have anything to lose. So that was day 2. And then today, day 2 was also a lot about affirmations and telling yourself that, you know, I believe in myself. Because in these moments, this is when you need the affirmations to really pick yourself up and get it done no matter what you have to do. And so that was my day today, you guys. And so today is about letting go of control, committing to yourself, and really going with the flow. Committing meaning no matter what, you're going to get it done because it means that much to you. So I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.